Hello, we're back again, and tonight we're going to play some ultra quick baseball from Downey Games. Created a couple of little files here. One of them is a season ratings calculator. So here you input your team ratings and your schedule, and it generates the final ratings for each team for each game. And then this one is a league manager. So we'll just fill this bottom bit in here, and we'll say it's the 1999 season replay. And so what you do is would input some ratings and a schedule, and we'll do the same over here, the teams file and the schedule. And so what these are is the ratings from Ultra Quick Baseball, just as a table. I'll show you that more in a minute. And then a schedule here. I think I got this from Retro Sheet. Downloaded the 1999 schedule from there, and then just modified it a little bit to how I want it to this format that's on here. So if I click generate ratings on here, and then it gives me all of the games for the 1999 season, date, away, home team, and then it's got the ratings for the away team and the home team, and then their pressure ratings here. And on the other side, I've also got the ratings, the schedule over here, sorry, but I input the scores in here, and I can do a little recap for the game over there. And then it also tracks the standings, and there's a little bit of a filter feature as well, where you can look at a single team and you can track their schedule and their results over the season. So there's some more buttons here, which is where you can generate you can look at the ratings for the teams. You can look at the full schedule, or if you only wanted to play like an individual sort of game, then you could look at a team there and you can look at their individual schedule there and get their games. And then you just need to use these ID numbers here and tie them up here to your score. So, we're going to play the opening day of the 1999 season, or opening 2 days. We've got the first game, Colorado Rockies against the Padres, and then we have the proper opening day for the 99 season. So I wanted to find some little previews here from ChatGPT. And so we're going to start with the Rockies against the Padres. And as it says there, was the official season opener, was a historic international event. Played in Monterrey, Mexico, the first ever opening day game held outside the USA or Canada. Game was a showcase for the defending National League champion Padres, coming off a World Series loss to the Yankees. The Mexican-born star Vinny Castilla of the Rockies, who was the hometown hero for the sellout crowd. So the Rockies have got an S to start with, and the Padres have got a U. I've got some dice, I've got the charts on my iPad, and so the Rockies start off with a 66. So it's a massive 10 points for them, 10 runs for them, and 26 for the Padres. So it's a huge opening win for the Rockies. They win 10-4. And then we move into opening day itself. It's going to be the Phillies at the Braves. N and an S. 16 is a 2 for the Phillies and 2. So it's tied at 2. And so we go into that pressure period towards the end of the game, the bottom of the 9th. See, we have a 23 for the Rockies on a D. Nothing for them in the 9th. For the Phillies, can the Padres with an M? I'm having the nightmare. Can the Braves get out of this with a win? 43 on an M. Yes, they can. They sneak in a run on the final inning, and they will walk off home run to take the opening game, their opening game of the season against the Phillies. Rays up next against the Orioles. So it's a Q and a U. We have a 21 on a Q. It's a 3 for the Rays. And a 55 on a U. But 8-3 loss for the Rays. Giants against the Reds now. P and an S. 33 on a P. We have a 4 for the Giants. And then a 23 on an S. We have we have a big game. So it's 55 on the big game chart. And we have 11. Massive win there for the Reds as they smash 11 runs. The Mets up next. The Mets are a T. We have a 53 on a T, which is a 7. And then an L for the Marlins. So 7, can they beat the 7? Nope. 7-3. The Mets beat the Marlins. Off to KC now as the Red Sox take on the Royals. Their opening game. Red Sox are a U. High scoring games these in the late 90s. 34 on a U. The Red Sox score 5. And now the Royals with a P. 42, so it's 5. The Red Sox managed to come away with the win. Diamondbacks, Dodgers. Diamondbacks are a T, Dodgers are an M. And 11 on the T is only 1 for the Diamondbacks. Surely the Dodgers will take this one. 63 on an M. The big win for the Dodgers at home to start the season. A 6-1 win. Now the Yankees at the Oakland Athletics. A T and an R. So it's going to be another potentially high scoring game here. A 23 on a T is 4. And then a 14 on the R. 4-3. The Yankees win. Just a few more games left now. The Expos at Pittsburgh. The Expos are an N. 22 on an N gives us a 2. The Pirates are an S. 64, that's a massive win. So 9-2, the Pirates thrash the Expos on opening day. White Sox up next against the Mariners. White Sox are an S. 23 gives us another big game chart. And 65 gives us 6. 6 for the White Sox. Mariners 25 on a T. So 6-4. The White Sox come away with the win. The Brewers now against the Cardinals. Both teams are an S-rated team. And this is the 31. So 4. Milwaukee. And 43. The Cardinals just do enough. 5-4. And the last game of the day, the Detroit Tigers against the Texas Rangers. Tigers are a Q and the Rangers very powerful with an X. The Q 14 is a 3 and 21 on an X is a 4. So a game, closer game than I expected. Closer game than I expected. But that ends opening day. The White Sox. Good starts for the Orioles, Red Sox and Yankees. The Rangers, the Reds, the Pirates all winning. The Braves and the Mets. The Rockies and the Dodgers. I think this is pretty good. I like this. So as you can see, if you go to whoever it's got their results here, their overall record, their home record and away record, you can print the standings so that you can keep these as records if that's what you do. And you can also export this, so you can save this if you like. You can put a recap in here, so you can type about the game and just whatever, and then save that, and it'll go into this CSV file, which you can then import back at the beginning here, and it'll bring your game file back in with the scores as it was where you left off, and all of the recaps will be there as well if you wanted to look back over all games. And so now we know that we're up to game 13. So over here, next time out, we could start at game 13. Another little thing about this particular file, is you can print games. So if you want to start from, say, 13 and you want to play up to game 26, then it'll do that, and it'll give you a little chart there, a little page there, which has got all the ratings on it as well. So you could print that out, and it's got your ratings on for the game for the day. So you could just then play the games there, put your little scores in here or whatever, and then come back and fill in this file and keep your standings and things. So just a quick one really, just to go over that. I'm going to try and tidy these up a little bit more. I think they're just about there though. And then I'll probably put them both onto the website. This one doesn't have any sort of ultra quick baseball rules or anything like that, and it's got no tables in it or anything. So it's literally just, if you can get a file, let me see if I've got the Excel files up. I think I have. Yeah, if you can get a normal sort of file from the game and just input them, then you can then use that in here, import it into here, get your schedule from somewhere like Retro Sheet, and then you can play these games. It'll work with any sort of ultra quick baseball season. I haven't the cross era sort of system in there yet. I might do that. But this thing will work with any season of baseball, even fictional ones. So you could, as long as you've got a teams list that you fill out like this and a schedule list that you fill out in this format, then even fictional leagues with 1, 2, 3, 4 divisions, a couple of conferences or whatever, it'll show you the schedule with the results. It'll show you the standings. It'll sort them by conference and by division. And then you can use all of these. You see all of the information that it's got here. So you put your games back as well as your points. And then it's got a bit of a streak there so you can track win-loss streaks and things like that. Okay, so just a quick one. I'm going to look at something, probably college football next maybe, or ultra quick football, and do something similar with them. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.